good. Mine won't change at all. I don't know how to do
We are now
anything else.
we are now recording, and we are live, and it is Friday Night Rights. Good evening, and greetings and
But
salutations. Um, I am Brian Scala. I write Sports Spice and Second Chances. I like most of my books, and
you all of your books.
I do love all of my books. I say that in jest now because it's become kind of a running joke. When Sam threatens to beat me up if I say anything bad about Being Made. It is a good book. So it's become kind of a running joke now. So I love all my books.
Good, as you should.
Thank you.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
no, you're
sorry.
you're good. This is your time, and I'm sure all of us love all of your books. And for those of you who don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't, but say hello to Miss Avon Michaels.
Hello. You'd probably expect me to have a spiel. I don't have one.
That's quite
Uh,
all right. I'm just going to take this moment really quick. But before we get going, and I know it's inverted, but yes, we have the pre-orders for "See Me as I Am," the Friday Night Rights charity anthology. The cover does not look like this for those of you watching on YouTube. It is actually the right way, but they go on. They're going live April 15th, and we will
very
have links.
exciting.
We will have pre-order forms, and it is the charity to for uh, written by authors who suffer from invisible and overlooked illnesses, and proceeds will benefit NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Health. So that is a thing that is absolutely positively happening, and I'm psyched, and I know a lot of people are psyched. So just wanted to throw that plug out there first and foremost before we go any further.
Yes.
And we are going to proceed now with the lovely Avon Michaels, and we are going to give away a signed copy. If I'm not mistaken, it is a Valaverse Noir.
Yes, but I don't. They'll get here next week.
Oh, okay,
So I don't have one to hold up, but
okay.
yes.
Ah, I just realized one important thing. I don't have anything to keep track of the entries, so I need to grab this pad here and a pen, and I have now done that. So
Gonna be great.
yes, so I will be keeping track, and if you want to enter for the signed copy of Noir, you can drop a letter V down in the comments.
Excellent. Yes, a letter B. Now this is going to be the first run of these,
Ah,
like the first print run of these of all. And
nice.
y'all know how I like to change covers, so that's
Awesome.
that's the thing.
Okay, now I have to start writing who's. Oh,
I want to be more helpful, but I'm very literally scared to death that if I push that button and then push the wrong button to get out of it, I will back out of this, and that would not be it.
that is quite all
So
right. You do not have to help. I think I got
yeah,
this.
but you do, you do.
Yes. So, oh, why did my. Okay. I have my cheat sheet with questions over here, and the key. I'm batting 1,000, but we're good,
You're doing
and
great.
we're doing awesome. And why don't we start by just telling us basically who is Avon Michaels? I know that's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah. I don't know. I write some books. There's some spice and some angst and some trigger warnings in there, and uh, not good at this part of this.
Mm. I too am not
Or
good at this part of this, so I feel your pain.
so I'm also not very good at describing myself and what I do. I do a lot of word vomit. Nobody wants that. So I write the spicy books. Ooh, wait. Somebody in my Discord said it. She said,
Yes, there's a comment that says you are a hot mess express in the best way.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's accurate. That's probably need a T-shirt that says that. Yes,
sounds like a thing that's coming.
yes, that works. Yes.
So, I mean, did you always want to do this when you were young? I mean, when was the first time that you realized you had sort of a thing for writing?
I've always written stories. Um, Started like lengthy stories, like anything with any meat on it. That wasn't like, a college paper or anything like that. Started with some fancy, ooh, I don't know who all's in here, but so I wrote quite a bit of Inuyasha fan fiction. Familiar
Oh,
with Inuyasha?
not aware
Or,
of that one.
yeah, I don't know if you'd like it or not. It's an anime, but it's still out there
Okay,
getting
I'm
views and reads
yeah.
and likes and stuff. So,
No, I'm good with
but
anime.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I started with that, and then a bunch of life happened, and then COVID.
Mm.
And then I got on TikTok. I had never been on TikTok before, and I got on TikTok and I met some people, and I discovered Book Talk. And I was like, well, hey, I've got this book that I've been writing on for a few years. Let's see what we can do. And so it was not the beta. The beta came about because of that, but
Mm.
yeah, and here we are.
Yes, and you have quite a few books now.
It worked. That did happen. It did.
Yes, I've seen there's
Did
like three alphas and three betas, and there's a
I've
noir.
I've got some of them here. Like, what do I have in this bag? Uh,
I'm guessing there's some omegas coming at some point.
yeah, they're not supposed to come out until 2026,
Aha.
but that's not what's happening. They're going to come out this year. That's how it
Oh,
is. Yeah. So, surprise. I've got this, the beta.
yes.
I don't know.
I've seen that one. I have that one.
That I just don't know what to think about that. We got the second one and the third one. They don't do very well on camera because they're very dark.
Gotcha.
And then we have the Alpha trilogy, second, and and I have the masks that go with those, and those are really cool. I can show that off. And then we have everything nice, and it's going to get a new cover very soon. This is not Omegaverse. This is just Peopleverse.
Gotcha.
Just regular people.
Yes, and I think that's an audiobook as well. Is it?
It is. It is an audiobook. James Crawford narrated that one, and it is just very, very much Hallmark meets Pornhub.
I
Very
kind of
much.
like that the Hallmark meets Pornhub thing. You know, I've read a few of
Mhm.
those.
Desi has one too that is also very much Hallmark meets
Yes,
Pornhub.
I read that one.
I know you did, and it's also adorable.
It is. I like the part where they actually went to Disneyland. I mean, I liked a lot of parts in that one, but you know, that,
I've been seeing your Disney stuff. I'm not a Disney girl. Desi's a Disney girl,
yeah.
but I've been seeing your Disney stuff. You got cool stuff.
Thank you. So, what are some of your hobbies when you're not writing and being, you know, the mom and all that good stuff?
Um, I yarn, not knit. I crochet.
Hmm.
Uh, I have dogs. Does that count as a hobby? Might.
Yeah, you're a dog mom. I'm a cat dad. Yeah, I get that because
Yeah.
they take up your
Uh,
time when you know,
I
especially
just
when.
very much. I just don't have time. Between all the stuff I have to do for the writing part, and then the event part, and then other stuff.
Yes.
I don't. I have about 4 minutes of free time, and I usually use it to sleep. So I'm very boring. Very boring.
Well, believe it or not, I'm very boring as well. So,
It's okay. It's all right to be
yeah,
boring.
somebody down here says you're an excellent cook and baker.
I do all right.
It,
I
I'm,
do all
I'm
right.
guessing
I've
that
been
might be
starting
one
to
of your
make my own
children.
bread. Yeah, I'm making my own bread. It's working out. It's pretty.
Nice.
Uh,
Now,
Also,
oh no, go ahead.
I'm just reminding you that I'm not good at this part. And
That's okay.
yeah, you give me some.
Sometimes I'm good at this part, and sometimes it's like, you know, like they said, a hot mess express. I'm kind of feeling that way today too. But we're doing it.
Um,
Cool.
we're doing great.
Yes. So now, we tend to write what we know, and and whether intentionally or subconsciously, we insert pieces of ourselves in our characters. Like, so is it safe to say that maybe when it comes to some of your hobbies, do any of your characters share those same interests?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, there is a fair amount of me and Talia. Um, and the and a lot of people. So the beta is releasing on audio. Like beta one is out on audio,
Yes.
and it's they did such a good job. So I almost died listening to it. Um, but a lot of people did not realize that the characters in these books sound like this until they listened to it, and then they were like, "Oh." So yeah, there's a whole lot of. I pretty much took Omegaverse and put it in this end of Appalachia,
Yeah, there's
and
nothing
I
wrong
wrote
with
that
that.
one out. No, and then everything nice. So I love Baltimore. I love Baltimore. I love the whole area. I love the drive up to there. I love it. And this one is based in that area because I love it.
Mm. I've met you
So
in Baltimore.
yes, yes. Are you going in May? Are you going to be there in May?
No,
I know,
unfortunately,
not May. April, in a couple weeks.
no, unfortunately, well, I did have a prior engagement, so I couldn't do Maryland this year, and with life being what it is, I'm only doing Sinful this year.
That's okay. Listen, I'm going to finish out my commitments that I have, and then people are not going to be seeing me outside of sinful events either. It's
Oh,
just
it's a
I
lot.
need to I need to put my focus where it needs to be, if that makes sense. Like I
Yes.
love the events, I love seeing my readers, but I can see my readers at sinful.
Yeah. Oh no, no. Listen, I get that because that's kind of where I'm at too. You know, I've, I'm at a point right now where it's, um, I can't, for a variety of reasons, I can't do the things this year, but I'm still gonna
And
see
that's okay.
everybody.
But you're going to be at sinful.
Yes. Yes. Oh no. Yeah.
Okay.
I knew. Listen, I can't. No, I can't skip Sinful because people will come after me. They will knock on my door and they will have chocolates and they will, it won't be pretty.
Yeah,
They will drag my ass kicking and screaming.
accurate. Accurate.
So, um, is there anything that you're passionate about outside of writing? Like when I say that, I mean like a particular cause or charity or
Yes. Okay. I don't I don't talk about this publicly. Um and I don't know that I'm going to start now.
Okay.
But I do I really really love there's a place, is it Kissimmee, am I saying that right? Kissimmee, Florida? Kissimmee.
Kissimmee. I know.
Um it,
That's okay.
so yeah, it's called Give Kids the World Resort. A lot of
Mm,
Make-A-Wish kids go there. A lot of families go there. I support them. They're one of them. I love them.
mm.
And if I lived a life where I could go down there and volunteer for about a week, I would. I also really like Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy. Um, they do a lot for that particular community. I like that. I like them a lot. And also the library, like any of the libraries, but especially my little dinky rural one because
Huh.
they're coming after it, and so that has been
Yeah.
in the forefront recently. So
Yeah, the
yeah,
libraries are very much an overlooked resource.
uh-huh, yeah, and it's just we don't want to go down that path right now. Uh,
Mm.
I'm tired.
Yes. That is a common theme with a lot of authors right now, including myself. It's we're strong, we're doing the things, but we're also tired.
So tired. My lord.
Yeah. So, just um, on a lighter note, what are some of your favorite things? Like favorite season, favorite candy, favorite whatever soft drink.
Um, let's see. So you asked me that, and now like everything I like fell out of my head. Um, Salsa chips and pineapple salsa is necessary. Um, I don't know. I don't know what I like right now. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
that's okay. We
I
can get
like
back to
stuff.
it.
I
But
just don't
did
know what it is right now.
did
I
did,
don't know.
did you say pineapple salsa?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had pineapple salsa. I mean, I've had salsa, I've had
Oh,
guac, I've
apple.
had queso.
Put it on the list. We're gonna bring. I've been saying your name wrong for 3 years.
That's okay.
It is not Scala. It is Scala.
That,
Scala.
yes, that's right. No, you know what? I wasn't going to correct you because I think it's a term of endearment that you call me Scala.
You got to correct me. Names are important. Anyway, we're gonna have to bring you a jar of pineapple salt. It is necessary.
That I appreciate that, and I don't want you to correct me because I think it's cute that you call me Scala. It makes me
Well, I
feel warm and
probably would
fuzzy.
do it anyway. Well, all right then. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. But what's super fun is that I think I corrected somebody and said that's not how you say his name, and I was saying it wrong. Oh
As long
Lord.
as you get the first name correct, that's all that matters. Because I've been called Scala, Scalamander, Scalped Potato.
Oh gosh.
I've been called. Many years ago, I worked at Chase Bank, and I couldn't get into their systems because they set up my access wrong. They spelled my name Brain Shula. No, I mean, and brain is a real bugaboo because it's like, yeah, people have been spelling it brain since I was in kindergarten. You know,
Yeah.
even and I mean
Yeah.
even still now with with emails, like work related emails, I understand that sometimes brain, you don't pick up on brain because it's a word and it doesn't correct you. Okay, but yeah, brain
I
shula.
get it.
Yeah, I've had so many different incarnations of Branscala.
Well, I never mess up the Brian part. So
Yes, I appreciate that. We're all readers, of course. What was your most recent, would you say, 5-star read?
ah two. There are two. Very most recent. There are two. And they're both. One was an alpha read. It's going to release in June, and it is called Broken Alpha. Um, it is not her real name. It is Everly Fox. Everly Fox, and it is going to come out in June. It was very good. Um, and then Tanya Inc. She
Hmm.
has the date part one and part two, and you have to have them together. But
Oh,
that one just released this week, and it was so good. It was so good.
nice.
Those are my two most recent.
Very nice. Yeah, I have to get back into to the reading thing. I haven't, my TBR has remained high.
We're not going to discuss it.
I
We're
know
not.
it's
We're not.
I understand. Yeah, everybody's team. It's like we buy more books and we don't read them. I get that. you, if you're watching out there, you don't have to buy the Valaverse Noir because we're giving you a chance to take home a signed copy, and all you have to do is drop
I,
the letter V down in those comments.
I will send it to you, and Desi is in here, and she will remind me and
Yes,
make sure she will make sure it gets done.
yes, and I promise not to say things like give me a V, because that can
Say that.
yeah
That would actually be
that
hilarious.
that would come off that would be a little bit okay. Give me a V. Give me your V. No,
I mean, oh no, oh no.
no, not yours. I'm just. This is exactly why I said I'm not going to say that.
Fine. Oh gosh.
So you mentioned Desi a couple times. So I know I asked her this a while back when she was on here. So but for those of you who weren't here or don't remember, can you please enlighten us? How did you meet Desi, and how did the whole sinful signings thing come about?
Um. Okay. So when I first got on Book Talk and was trying to talk about the beta, one, I did not know what I was doing. And two, I was like, hey, I was just throwing stuff out there. And I was like, I think I was like, I need beta readers. And she was in the comments and she was like, hey. And so I DM'd her and I was like, hey. And then it just didn't stop. It just continued. Um, and then Sinful, we had started it here. Like we had started the process and everything. And then, you know, I kind of like it just kind of happened. I kind of just told her, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do," and she said, "I got you," and
Oh,
it went, and here we are. Best decision ever.
I would agree.
Best decision ever.
Yes, and I know so many of us are grateful for sinful.
Oh no, we're not doing that. We're
I know.
not doing that.
I was just giving you the short version. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm not going to get all mushy on you. I just
No, I can't do it. My eyes are tired. I can't do it.
yeah, but it
No,
goes without saying at this
it,
point.
it's we found our people, and
Yes.
I'm very excited this year, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about why I'm excited this year, but I am, and you probably already know, but I don't think anybody else does yet. So
Oh,
it's listen, you can't be trusting me to talk about stuff. Okay,
okay.
I will give all the spoilers to
No,
everything.
okay.
So you
We'll
can
just
watch me.
we'll cut it short then.
Okay.
We'll move on, and we'll talk more
Yeah.
about about your books. And
Oh
obviously
gosh.
you're you write it in the Omegaverse. You said some of your books are not Omegaverse. What other genres do you write?
So this everything nice. It is contemporary holiday spice. I don't know what the genre is, but it is holiday and it is spicy and it is not dark. There's not a dark thing in there. Nothing weird in there. Just all fun and games. And then I just released Web of Lies, and it is. I'm gonna say it's contemporary, but I think it leans into the dark end of that. So I'm
Mm,
not particularly good at
yeah.
tropes and genres, but it's regular people. It is it's what I choose. It's what I choose. It is. For sure, right? Yeah. And it's regular people. It's pretty dark though. There's I actually put the trigger warnings in that book because they need to be there.
Oh yeah,
So
they
that's a
always need to
thing.
be there.
Yeah. Not out here trying to traumatize people.
Oh,
I can
of
help from it.
course.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite book, or is that like choosing between your kids?
I have several favorite books. My favorites, and I don't even care. People might have opinions about this. I don't know why they would, but they might. But my favorite book series of all ever is the Mary Gentry series. It is by Laurel K. Hamilton,
Ah,
and that series actually saved my life.
oh,
It is Fae, it is Wachus, it is fantasy. I don't. It's amazing. It is amazing, and ooh, the new one's about to release, and that's unfortunate because I still haven't read the last one because I know who bites it in that one, and I'm not ready to read that with my
oh,
eyeballs. So I will get the new one. It's just I'm not ready. So
I hear you. So
yeah, I'm not.
uh, can you tell me which one is your favorite book? The one that you've written?
All of my books. Oh, probably Beta One. Actually, no, that's not true. My favorite book that I have written is unreleased.
Ah,
It is not released, and I don't know when I will get to release it. I'm probably going to make Samantha's life a living hell
yeah.
with this book.
She's now lurking in the comments, and she says she knows about that one,
Yeah,
and she does
I
agree
gave
with
her.
the Hallmark porn thing.
Yes, I gave her a heads up, and I said when we have time for this, it's nowhere close to right now,
Yeah.
but I feel like the heads up needs to happen so we can
Oh,
have time to let it marinate.
yes.
It. I'll get her drinks and coffee and stuff. But of all my votes so far, that.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see that one. You know that
Ooh,
if the way you've hyped it up, and if Sam says if Sam agrees, then it must be good.
she said it sounded very interesting, and
Uh,
that's saying something. So I'm excited about it.
yeah.
Right now, it's an actual dumpster fire, as
You
so
know what?
it's gonna.
It's supposed to be a dumpster fire, and it's like there's a reason why they call it a draft. That this is one thing that I've learned from Sam, and from other people
Mhm.
too. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect.
And that's
And
okay,
and
and
by the way,
that's
she
why.
wants to remind you that that she does the sugar-free monster now.
Okay, sugar-free monster, got it.
Yes, Sam is down in the comments tonight because she is preparing for her meet and greet in at the local Michigan bookstore tomorrow. The name of the town escapes me. I think it's Galesburg.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yes,
And she's going to take pictures and post them, and it's going to be they're going to be amazing too. She's going to do so great.
she is yes, Galesburg, the Creaky Floor Bookstore. Thank you.
Oh, that's a cool name for a bookstore.
Now, with the Omegaverse and everything, did you find, was there anything that inspired you to write this? Where did you find the inspiration?
I'm going to say research
Aha!
because I can safely say research. I'm going to say research.
All right, that is a perfectly acceptable answer.
That is the answer that I'm comfortable giving right now. I'm going
Yes,
to say research.
I think we all do some semblance of research. Do you have a favorite character or perhaps a least favorite character?
In my books,
Yes.
I hate Seth Pratchett's dad real bad. I can't stand him. And as far as favorite, I've got a couple favorites, but I think my favorite alpha is Reed,
Mm,
just because he just does not play around with things. I also like Alex because he is just a ridiculous person.
yes. Sam. I think Sam agrees with Reed.
Yeah, he's He's my favorite.
So you have your series, which is like you have the alpha, the beta, and you have the next series coming, and you have your what we call the hallmark porn. and uh, is it safe to say that you prefer series, or do you actually write like standalones?
I have some standalones planned. It's the juvenile goblin. There, there's something in her eye, but her father is going to handle it.
Oh, okay.
So it is. It's just
That was a
wrong.
dramatic pause. Yes, I thought.
Sorry,
No, no, it's
I
okay.
lost complete track of what I was. What am I supposed to be talking about? I'm so sorry. That was dramatic.
Oh, no, you're good.
Help.
Yeah, it's all good. No, I was asking if you prefer standalones or series.
I like them both. So full disclosure, the beta was just supposed to be one book, and then it was supposed to be a duet,
Hmm.
and then you were all saved by that by S.L. Simmons,
Mm.
and then it turned into a trilogy. But then it just grew. Um, it just grew, and so I do have some standalones planned. I
Nice.
do. They just haven't come out yet. I think I'm gonna have one this year. I think it's Christmas. I'm gonna have a standalone. That's exciting.
Ooh, a
Um,
nice holiday story.
yeah.
Yes.
No, not a nice one.
Oh, not a
It's
nice,
gonna be
a
a
naughty
story.
holiday story. That's even better.
Yes, it's
I
gonna
have
be
one of
great.
those too.
Yes, yes,
Sam says there were too many players for it to be a two-book duet.
it's true. It's true. So, um, I don't know if anybody in here. I just don't think that. I don't know if it's gonna be a spoiler or not. I can just tell you that the Alpha trilogy is not about Corso, and it was originally going to be about Corso, and the whole thing had a whole different swing. The whole thing was going to go a different way. Um,
Mm.
but the Alpha trilogy is about someone else, and so
Ah.
I don't know. I get off track. You got to keep me on track.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And if just a reminder, we have a signed copy of Valaverse Noir. Miss Avon
Yes.
Michaels does not have it with her, but she will have it in the next week or so.
Yep.
And
It's going to get here next week.
yes.
Um, the thing about the Valaverse
Hmm.
is the Vala is a new designation. It did not exist. One of our authors, in Slater,
Yes.
um, it's a shared world. Me and her share it, and we made up the designation Vala. Well, she did. She made it
Oh,
up, and I said that's a great idea, and so here we are. So, but I just felt like that was important
yes.
to know.
Well, can you enlighten us? What is the Valaverse? I mean, what does it entail?
Okay, Brian, what do you know about Omegaverse? It's okay. Just
Not enough.
And
just
yeah,
go with it.
that is true. Whoever
I'm just
that
gonna
that
start talking. Yeah, I'm just
that
gonna start talking, and you just go with it.
okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
listen.
So, so in Omegaverse, you have alphas, and they're kind of at the top, and then you have betas, and they're in the middle, and then you have omegas, and they tend to be at the bottom of the hierarchy, right? Which is fine. There's like so many designations, and I do not know all of them because every Omegaverse author does it differently. But a Vala would be like an alpha's alpha,
Huh.
but they can also have an omega and a beta, and they do. But they alphas go with their base instincts a lot, like, but Valas just are those base instincts. They don't shift. This is non-shifting because we just didn't want to do that. But they are more intense than alphas are, and They're very much outside of society because they just don't do well in it. They don't do well.
Uh-huh.
That's about as good as I'm going to be able to do with that. Slater would do a much better job, but that's the best I can do.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, the peanut gallery was right. That's better than what I could have said. You explained it better than I could have. Yes, I
You
know.
did great.
Oh shoot! Apparently, I'm reading Sam's comments now. Uh, sh- apparently, there was a brush fire near her home, but she's safe, thankfully.
She's okay.
Yes, this is breaking news.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I am glad everybody's safe. And by the way, drop that letter V down in the comments if you want the a copy of, if you want to enter for a signed copy of the Valaverse Noir.
Yes.
And I'm going to take a moment to try and keep up with here. We have Bobby times
You're
four.
doing.
We have many V's. That didn't sound right. You know what I meant.
Oh, is it okay?
Yes, yes, I'm good. I'm like I'm trying to keep up here. I've got
Okay.
one, two, three, four, five, six for Saviano. I have many more to
Fine.
keep
Here.
up with here. Times two. Do up. Uh oh.
I keep you
Oh
company
hey.
for a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, look who it is. It's a cameo from Samantha.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry, we are coming home from going to do a last minute shopping thing real quick for the signing tomorrow. But since you're doing giveaway entries, I figured I would be here.
Yes, absolutely. I'm
One
just
sec. No, we drove past a fire on the side of the road, so I had to call somebody. Sorry.
That's exciting. And not
Did
so
I miss the
exciting.
part where you embarrassed Brian?
I don't know. Did
wait.
I embarrass
Which
Brian?
I thought we've done that a few
Explaining
times already.
Omegaverse?
Oh no, he did great. He did
Oh,
great.
good. I wanted to watch that part and I missed it.
No, he did
Which
really.
part? I'm
It's
just I'm keeping up here. What? Okay, I'm back. What? Which part did we embarrass me with about the Omegaverse?
not his forte. Little joke. Hold on. Anyway, I love you guys. Have fun. I'll be in the comments.
All right, thank you.
She's so cute.
She's the best, and I'm glad Ali and Emma are safe too.
Yes.
I lost my questions. Here we go.
Oh no.
No, I'm good. This is oh we have Omegaverse sinful has another comment here. Omegaverse is all the D's.
All of them.
Yes,
All of them.
you know that I
All of them.
yes I'm I dare say I'm cool with it. Lots of appendages. Yes.
Yes. And diagrams.
Yeah.
Diagrams are necessary.
Yes. And moving right along. Well, we can go back to the D's and the V's later. That'll be Friday Night Rights after dark.
Yeah.
This is a question that stumps a lot of authors, and I'm sure you will be no exception. How do you handle the author life balance?
Oh no, there you don't. That's not a thing. You do what you can when you can.
Yes.
There is no balance.
I think that is the number
None.
one answer. If we like Family Feud, we polled 100 authors and we asked them, how do you handle the author life balance? Top top one answer is we don't.
You don't. If somebody ever has an answer for that question that is something that is like actually something, I would I might not believe them. Just I might not believe them. I mean, good for you, high five, but
Mm,
I'm not gonna believe you. You're gonna have to prove it.
yeah. What would you say you enjoy the most about writing? Conversely, what do you like the least?
The thing I like the least is marketing.
Mm.
That's the thing I like the least is marketing. Um, the other thing that I like the least is I never, like Desi was just yelling at me earlier today. I feel like I never am doing enough. Like I'm not doing enough. Forever. That is also my least favorite part. That I feel like I'm not doing enough, and also that I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like
Yeah, no,
those two are tied for yeah, those two are tied for my least favorite. My
mm,
most favorite is that I actually get to do it. Like
yeah,
I can open up my laptop and be like, I'm going to work now, and I write stories with the nonsense that's in my noggin. So that's my favorite part. I get to do it.
yeah. And I'm with you too. It's one of those things that no matter how much or how little I do, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And in fact, I
Um,
have the uh, I'm always I'm always telling Sam and Evie, when it comes to doing administrative stuff for Friday Night Rights or writing or anything like that. It's like I I feel like I have to contribute something. Like even like if they do this and I do this, it's like I feel like sometimes I don't do as much, but it's and I guess we all three of us feel that way at some point, but we all pitch in and we all and it's but yeah, that is a neurospicy thing for sure.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, but yes, we're and a reminder that even sometimes your best on one day is not your best. It is not the same on another day, and you can only do what you
Spoons
can do.
are important, and
Yes.
understanding the fact that you don't always have the same amount of them uh,
Hmm.
is important because a lot of people think that they wake up every morning with the same amount of spoons to spend, and you don't. You don't. So,
Yes. It's almost like a video game. It's like you get the sometimes you have 10 coins and then you have 2 coins and you need yeah it's yep sometimes you need the mushroom.
yep.
Are you?
I,
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
I got nothing.
Okay. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser?
Yes,
Yes.
it depends. It depends on the book. When I first started, all pants all the time, all pants all the time. But then, I started, especially with the series, because East First is huge. Like it's a lot, and it got to a point where I need not necessarily a plot, but at least like a semblance of an outline, like
Yep.
a general idea of a plan needed to happen because
Yeah.
yeah. But with everything nice, all pants. With Web of Lies, it changed a lot. It started with one thing and then it turned into another and then it turned into another. So just the answer is yes. It
Mm.
just depends.
Speaking of pants, I'm on the fence about wearing pants to the ball at Sinful.
What are you gonna wear that's not pants?
Shorts. I don't
Oh, sure.
know.
I
Well,
don't care.
oh,
Just cover your butt.
or I could wear a dress. Who knows?
You could wear a dress. Just cover your butt and bits. Okay? That is the rules. No bits hanging out on anybody. No
That's
butts.
yes, yes, ma'am.
That is the rule. That is the
I
rule.
just I just wanted to throw that out there. We talk about plotting and pantsing, and well, when I was growing up, pantsing somebody meant something totally different.
Yep. Yeah, I did. It's fun
Yeah,
how that happens.
yeah. Usually that was part one. Part two was me ending up in the garbage. That only
Oh
happened one time
no.
though.
Oh no, I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Um, moving right along. Um,
Moving right along.
do you have any routines when you're writing? Music, no music,
Oh,
tea, candlelight, whatever.
it depends. It depends. Salsa chips, salsa chips, and salsa. Uh, caffeine. I don't know. No, I don't have a routine. It happens when it happens. I do like to be left the hell alone, though. I'll tell you that.
Ah, that is a
I
good
can,
thing. Yes, that
yeah, I can't
that is
think when
also
I got
always
all this
ideal.
stuff going
Yeah.
on.
Just by the way, unfortunately, I think Dr. J has to return his chaps because
What?
uh, apparently we were we were talking about the pants requirement. So
Oh,
no
well,
David,
okay.
no assless chaps, anything like that.
No, his. I mean, he could wear the chaps, but he gonna have to also wear the underoos under them.
Mm.
I just don't want to see no butts. Tell you that.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be
So this is a question that may or may not apply to you. Um, we talk about, all of us are indie authors. At some point, we have, you know, we've thought, for about 10 seconds about trad publishing. You know, what made you, did you ever think about that? Did you ever consider it, or were you strictly indie all the way?
fine. Okay, so this is going to turn into how the beta came about. So there was a publisher that I found. Sorry, playoffs, and I
I
had to
gotcha.
look. It's fine. Okay, so the story that we were talking about earlier, my favorite story, I call it the Anna story because it doesn't have a title yet, but the main character's name is Anna. So there was a publisher that I came across on TikTok, and they were like, "Hey, we're taking submissions," and I was like, "Okay." So I looked at the form, and they wanted the first, I think it was the first 5 chapters, and I said, "Well, let me just submit this." Well, they were extremely excited about it, and they
Hmm.
were like, "Immediately, yes," and I was like, "Cool beans." And they said, "Hey, but in the meantime, it would be really if you could cook up something that would get your name out there a little bit, while, oh, yeah, no, I did not know that it was a red flag. Okay. They said if you could cook up something and throw it out there while we're working on this, just to get your name out there, then it's going to make it more successful when we put this out. And I was like, all right. And that's when I did the research for the Omegaverse. And so that's how the beta came about. But then I took back that story from I took it back,
Right.
and I don't know. I'm not going to say that I will never um, do trad publishing. I'm not going to say that I will never do it, but I am going to say that I have control issues and also trust issues at this point.
Mm.
So I like being indie because I'm in control of all of it, and I can put what I want in my books the way that I want to do it. And
Yes.
I'm not going to be told, hey, those swords can't cross, because I'll be all like, well, they're gonna. And so, um, yeah,
That is totally understandable. Yeah, and that is the number one reason for me. It's the one thing I've learned is you know it's good to have control because it's and I've heard that from other indie authors as well. That was the primary reason why they went indie is they submitted their query and somebody wanted to change their story completely. It's and just basically just yeah just completely
I'm not doing it.
yeah no you know
Not doing it.
um how many whips do you have right now?
How many? How many books do I have in progress right now?
Is it just a
Plenty.
few, or are you like Evie Black territory where you have like over 40?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
got so many outlines and so many chunks of chapters, so many character webs. It's if I get to write all the things that I want to write, it will be a miracle.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Listen here. Okay, I got the bearded half over here.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be trying to write something, and then he's all like, "Hey, it'd be a really good idea for a book." Except he doesn't even say that. He says, "Look at this trailer that I made for something that doesn't exist." And then I'm like,
That sounds like a good idea for his book.
"No, they're definitely my books. They're definitely
I
because
know, but
he
I'm
has
just saying,
some
like,
great ideas."
I can see like this is like part one of a 10 part conversation that ends with, you know what? If you like that trailer so much, why don't you write the dang book?
But they're all great ideas. Like Web of Lies, he was like, "Hey, what about this kind of story?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna run with that." And there we are. So he's very good at he's very good at making more work for me. And it's
Hmm.
fine. It's great. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So you have plenty of works in progress to choose from. Is it is that something that is like when the characters stop talking to you in one book, when you feel like the creativity is not flowing, do you kind of switch gears and work on something else, or do you just disengage entirely?
Um, so I yeah, I switch. I either switch to a different book to kind of like scramble things up a little bit, or uh so I'll skip around in the book that I'm currently writing on. Like I'm like, this scene is not doing right, so I'll skip to the next one, or I'll skip to the end and work back to where I'm at, like kind of meeting, because you know
Yeah.
that's how sane people write, so it's fine.
Sorry, I'm going over my cheat sheet, and I
You're
realize
fine.
I've asked like the next 3 or 4 questions I've already asked you.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're
This
doing
is
great.
fine. We are. Yes, and I have I have some I have a lot of instant messages from the bearded half now.
What are you messaging Brian? Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have to read this later. Something about Star Trek's concept of the Vulcan mating cycle, and
You will enjoy that part of it. Well, all right. You see, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm doing one thing and then he's over there, but look at this. And now you're affected. It's great.
I feel like yes. Thank you for making me feel like a part of this. Yes. That's,
Yeah.
how are the how is the hockey team doing, by the way?
We just got a goal. That's why I was looking. We just got a goal and now we're
Woohoo!
up by one. And it's the second period and we really need to have that other goalie in there.
Ah, and I don't remember the name of the team. I'm assuming that they're based in Roanoke or Lynchburg or somewhere
Mm-mm.
around there.
They're the Blue Ridge Bobcats.
Ah,
We're down here. They're down here in Withville. Um, and but now I we like the Royal Yard Dogs too. They're in Roanoke,
hmm.
but we actually have season tickets to the Blue Ridge Bobcats games, and we're
Yes,
in the playoff games now. So, is this the playoffs or is it? No, it's not the playoffs yet. Yeah, the added games. That's what I was telling him earlier. So it has been rough because their first season, they were the worst hockey team that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh,
including the kids teams. They were terrible. Um, but this is our second year, and it's a whole new team now, and they're a whole new team, and I'm very proud of our boys.
yeah. Well, yeah.
And
The first year is always the worst because you're getting other teams cast offs. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, but we're this year we're doing all right.
that's great. Yes, and I've seen some of your posts from the hockey games. Yeah, I was telling my friend the other day, like, I haven't been to an Islander game this year, and there's only like a week
Mhm.
left in the season. So
Well, it'll start back up in what, September, August?
yeah, October. Yeah.
And you'll have to go. It's so fun. I have no idea what's going on, but it's
Oh
so
yeah. No,
fun.
I've been a lifelong hockey fan. You know, I mean, baseball's my first favorite sport, but I've always been a hockey fan
That's
too.
right. Yeah, I'm still going to message you. I'm going to have a few baseball questions
Okay,
coming up soon.
I can do
So I'll
that.
be messaging you and we'll be like, Brian, what would happen in this situation? And you'd
Oh
be like, well, and
yeah,
that will answer the problem.
yeah, absolutely. Um, what how, tell me which authors have inspired you to either personally,
Laurel K.
professionally.
Hamilton, Laurel K. Hamilton, my cheesy hoes, Jenny Allen and Jennifer Saviano. They're amazing. That people sleep on them, and that's because they're stupid. They need to read Jenny Allen's and Saviano's books as hard as they can.
Mm, yes, and Jenny Allen has a new book coming out in August, I believe.
She's got a lot of stuff going on. She's got a lot of stuff going on. Laurel K. Hamilton is a huge inspiration for me. And sometimes you can see it. The way I put my scenes together is very reminiscent of her. Just because my brain likes it. So it's how it goes. Also, okay, so you know how you have the Twilight people who just love the Twilight, right?
Yes.
And then you have, I'm not one of them. No offense to anybody who is, I can't do it. Um, and then you have eyebrows and eyelashes, Vampire Diary people. You have them. And then you have the J.R. Ward people. But I don't think I've ever met anybody since I've been on Book Talk and Bookstagram and all that who knew what the Christine Feehan uh, vampire story books are. Um, she has the Dark Carpathian series, and there's like 5 million books in that sucker. But it's amazing, and that's really inspirational too.
Absolutely. Yes, and they're awesome people too. It's Saviano and Jenny Allen especially.
Such good people, such
Yeah.
good people, such good people.
Yeah.
Tell me what.
Um, any advice you have for unpublished authors, people who are writing?
Just do it. Just write it, and then get somebody who is not your friend to alpha read it for like errors, because your
Mm,
friends, this is not necessarily true for everybody, but I have seen it happen. Not for me, because my friends will tell me how it is. They
all
do
right.
not care. They do not protect my feelings when it comes to these sorts of things. They're like, hey, that is not how you spell that word. Um, and things like that. They do not,
Right.
they don't coddle me. But I have seen people who they have their alpha and beta teams are made up of their friends that they went, that they people who don't write and who don't work with words.
Mm,
And get somebody who is not your friend to look over your work before you throw it out into the world. But also just write it. Don't don't not write it. Write it. Just put it on the page.
yes. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I think with the mistake I made with Eddie was is I A couple of my alpha readers were not readers.
If they're not readers, then they're not going to catch things that readers would.
Right.
Now, I read Eddie, and my brother-in-law right now is currently reading Eddie,
Oh,
and
thank you.
so um, got no troubles with Eddie. Eddie
Yeah.
turned out just fine.
Yes, thank you.
But yeah, Eddie turned out just fine. I really love the cover. I don't have it because, like I said, he's reading it. He took my copy and he's
Oh,
reading it. I really like the cover for Eddie the Legend. I really, really like it.
the
Um,
new cover, you mean?
um, yes, it's yellow.
Yellow. Let me see.
Well,
Oh,
if you
you're
want
talking
one.
about this one, right?
Yeah, I really like that cover.
Thank you.
I think it's really pretty.
Thank you.
What
Yeah,
did the old one look like?
the old one, ah, the old one looked like this.
I didn't see it that way. Move it.
This way?
I can't see it. Well, I didn't see that one.
Oh, well, this is the
Um,
last copy I ever have of the first version. So,
well, hang on to that. Why did you change it?
well, because the first version was published. Uh, it was through a vanity publisher, and I had to.
Mm,
I kind of got screwed with the royalties
mm,
and stuff, and the formatting, and they really just threw it together. They didn't do me.
mm-hmm.
They didn't do me right. So um,
I believe it.
yeah, so I took it back, and I re-released both that one and Being Made with the new covers.
Well, I really like the one for Eddie the Legend.
Thank you,
I think it's pretty.
thank you. And just one.
Allergies.
Say what?
Allergies.
Oh yes,
The
it's that
cat
time of year.
me. Yeah, I was having a very itchy nose, and I didn't want to be all over the internet scratching my nose off of my face.
Oh,
Awkward for a minute. That's all. It's
oh,
fine.
that's okay. Just one. We're going to get into some of the more fun questions. Not that these questions haven't been fun, but there are even more fun questions coming in just a minute. But just a reminder: Valaverse Noir signed copy can be yours if you drop the letter V down in the comments, and
Hmm.
we're giving you multiple entries for sticking around. And I know there are many, many, many people in here this evening, and I thank you very much.
Oh Lord. So this is the first. I was saying earlier. I'll say it again. This is the first run of the Voliverse. This is the first print run. Now I say this is relevant because the original cover for the beta had a fish on them, and those are no longer available. And because I like to change my covers sometimes, because you know that's who I am as a person.
Gotcha.
So this is the first run of Voliverse, which is important.
Sinful says, as a cover collector, it kills me. Yeah, and
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
realizing now that uh, Miss Samantha Moran has a habit of changing her covers as well. You know, she we have the new cover for The Ruin. We have the new cover for Without You. Um,
Her new
possibly
covers are so pretty.
they are, and
So
yeah, as a collector of her works, you know, I know she kind of like, you know, she wants to, you know, wag her finger like, don't you dare buy this, but you know, between the regular paperback, the special edition, and the new covers and the old covers, it's like, you know, I have a stack this big that for books that are like yay big. Yeah, so, so I
I get
get
it.
that. Okay, super fun questions, and then we will do our giveaway, and then we will start to wrap things up here this evening. This is Evie's favorite question, and we ask it of everyone. And allegedly, there's a correct answer, but I'll let you be the judge. What is your favorite dinosaur?
Pterodactyl.
Aha.
Pterodactyl.
My favorite is
Is
the
that the
T
right
Rex.
answer?
Yeah, no, I think
Your favorite is the T-Rex?
my favorite is the T Rex because my wife was nicknamed T Rex by her friends because her arms are a little bit shorter than other people's arms, so she kind of like I have to reach
Well,
for
we're
things
right there.
on the top shelf for her.
Well, I love that that's your favorite dinosaur because of that.
Oh, thank you.
What's Evie's favorite dinosaur?
God, I don't even remember. I'm drawing a total
We're
blank on that
alone.
one.
That's for sure.
I I
That's all right.
I feel terrible now. I can't remember. Oh, the Velociraptor. That's right.
The
I couldn't remember.
Velociraptor.
I'm like it can't be the one from Step Brothers because that's too easy.
What's the one from Step Brothers?
Velociraptor.
Oh,
But
okay.
apparently that's the correct answer. Many people down in the comments are telling me that it's Velociraptor.
Well, all right then. That's good. I mean, that's a good one.
Yes.
It's a good dinosaur.
What is the most daring thing you've ever done?
Sneaky seven. Okay. I don't know. The uh, the the list is long. I don't really want to tell these people that what I'm terrified of. No offense, but I don't announce that.
Oh no, you don't have to announce anything if you're not ready. No
Oh
pressure.
no, we were just being silly. I don't know what the most daring thing I've ever done. It's the list is long. The list is long.
No,
Um,
the suspense is killing me. Pick one.
I'll pick one. I will pick one, and I'm gonna say the aviary because I can't think of anything else. It's not a big deal to a lot of people, but it's a big deal to me. Where were we at? What zoo was that? Is that the zoo? The zoo, the zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina. We went to it, and they have this massive bird aviary, like huge, and the birds are in there free roaming. And I walked through that thing, and that was very daring. Okay, that was very daring.
Nice.
That's that's the answer you're getting right now.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that I cannot say on the internet.
Ah,
And every one of those was like,
I'll have to
this
find
was
I'll have to
daring.
find out when I see you in July. I'll have to find out some of the more of the other daring things you've done.
I'll make a list.
They have
Just
they have a zip line at Jones Beach, and I made myself do the zip line.
that's fun.
Yes,
That's fun.
I had to have my
Zip line.
I thought of my listen, I'm a wrestling fan. If the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels can do it, then so can I.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Uh,
Um, yeah, I'll compile the list. I'll let you see it. It's just know that I'm a ridiculous person and I will do it. Just whatever it is within reason.
yeah.
There are some things that I just won't do, but I mean, I'll do a lot of stuff. I don't care. I just don't care.
That is there's so many ways we can go with that comment.
I know, I know, I know, and it's already out of my mouth now, so it's too late.
Uh, I'm going to talk about something that goes in your mouth. Wait, no, not that. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
I like mint chocolate chip.
Ooh, nice.
I like
That's
mint chocolate chip.
that is my probably my third favorite. I love I
What
love
is your favorite?
I love cookie dough and I love Ben and Jerry's milk and cookies.
Well,
Yeah,
all right then.
yes, but and yeah, mint chocolate chip definitely is like in my top three.
I also like chocolate peanut butter, but I like mint chocolate chip. It's good.
Yeah, yes. Um, sorry, reading some of the comments about my zip lining. uh, uh,
Um,
Yeah. No, unfortunately, it didn't go well for one wrestler in particular. We'll leave it at that.
Mm.
Um, what inanimate object would be the most annoying if it played loud, upbeat music while being used? And by the way, you don't have to keep this rated PG.
Um, honestly, really, the sink faucet. Like if every time you had to like wash dishes or cook or anything, anytime you need to get water out of that and it makes some kind of god awful noise, no, no,
Yeah.
ooh, no. Um, Ear cleaner outers, that would be worse.
Ah.
That
Yeah.
would be
I
worse.
think the pillow would be very annoying, especially when you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, that's true. This is a
But
terrible
yeah.
question. Now
Okay.
I'm thinking about all the worst things. This is awful.
Sounds like at the
It's
beginning of a
terrible.
horror movie. Like
I just keep thinking of worse things. Could you imagine like your glasses? If your glasses, like the whole time you're trying to wear them, they're just screaming in your eyes? No. Next question.
okay. Um, what would you use to survive the zombie apocalypse?
Like to survive the zombies?
Yes.
Probably a hammer. Zombies.
Cool.
I'm supposed to say something that makes sense, like water or like a tarp, but like a hammer for the zombies.
Works for me.
Somebody else will have a tarp. Desi will think of the tarp. She'll have the tarp. Blanca will have the water. I will have the hammer. It will be great.
Nice. Yeah, I would probably want to negotiate with the zombies to pretend I'm on their side and then turn on them when they least expect it.
Okay. You okay.
That's just me, though. I
Okay.
don't know. I mean, there's probably a million and one different things to do.
So many different things.
Yeah,
So
but
many
I don't
different
think I
things. So
could
now
win.
I'm going to think about all of them.
Yeah, I don't think I could beat them physically or spiritually or whatever. I'd have to use my brain.
Mm, I get it. I get it.
If you were trapped in a foxhole, who's the one person you'd want with you? That guy,
Yeah.
the bearded half.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just how it is.
Yep. I think as much as we might annoy each other, I'd probably choose my wife because she can.
Because that's a person, like that's your you
Yeah,
survive the life with them, you
yeah.
know.
She sometimes she comes up with things. She can be logical. She can she comes up with ideas. You know when
Oh yeah, no, he's got more sense about things than I do. I just kind of do stuff, and he's like, wait. So
yeah.
it's
Okay. Um, can you please remind everybody, besides this very platform here, where can we find you on in the world?
Lord everywhere. I like Blue Sky. There's a starter pack. Hey, there's a starter pack on Blue Sky. You click
Yes.
on my profile. Yeah, you click on my profile and you click on starter packs, and it is a sinful starter pack, and you will follow everybody that is sinful that is on Blue Sky. I love that feature.
Mm.
Um, I'm on YouTube, and I'm gonna honestly start putting a whole lot more stuff on YouTube and Blue Sky. I'm on Instagram. I'm bad at Instagram, but I'm on there. I'm on TikTok. I'm not exceptionally good at that either, but I'm there. Um, Facebook. There's another one. It's pink. What's it called? Fan base. I'm there. I don't know
I
what
don't
to
know
do
that
with
one.
that. That's it. It's I don't know what to do with that one, but it is pink. It reminds me very much of Jim and the Holograms. um, the color scheme.
Hmm.
But I'm over there. I don't know if I'm anywhere else or not. I don't think so. I might be. But those are the ones I can think of.
Cool, cool. And you have a link tree. That,
I do have a link tree.
yes.
It's got all of my it's got all my pre-orders, well most of my pre-orders because I forgot that I was going to a couple more events. So I
Mm,
have to make pre-orders for those. It's got my charities, it's got links to my socials, it's got links to where you can get my books. It's got all the links.
nice.
Linktree is an excellent tool.
It really is. Yes. And you said you mentioned your events. Which events are you at this year?
Okay, so in a couple weeks, I'm going to be at Dream and Dirty in Maryland. That's going to be in Baltimore, and I like that event and it's partially because I just enjoy Baltimore. Okay,
Yes.
I like Baltimore. Um, there, and then in the last weekend in May, it's going to be at Lust in Virginia Beach, and that's going to be like a birthday trip for me because my birthday is like the second June 2nd, and
Nice.
so yeah, that's going to be a birthday trip. And then Sinful in July.
Hmm.
And then in September, I'm going back to Getting Witchy with It. And I
Nice.
did not realize that I was going back to Getting Witchy with It in Massachusetts. So I will
Mm,
be there in September. And then in November, I'm going to be at Booked in Chaos. And I'm very excited about that because
yeah.
I, I'm very excited about that one. My people are there, so I'm very excited about that one.
Yes. Yeah. And
That's where I'm going to be this year.
that's an awesome list. Yeah. And
It's a lot, and I
it
did not
is.
realize that it was that much until just last week. And then I realized that, and I was messaging Desi, and I was like, "Oh no!" So yeah, there's ever a poster child for somebody need a handler, it's me.
Yeah. I wish I could have seen you at all those events this year, but but there's always next year.
Yes.
Yes.
Um, and I'm excited about the events. I'm excited to see the readers. I'm excited to see my author friends. But
Hmm.
I'm going to remind you, Brian Scala, events are not everything.
Yes, that is true.
And
That is correct.
if you find a couple events that you just really, really like and enjoy, and you can go to them as you can, that is more important than trying to go to all of these events.
True.
Um,
Thank you.
I really, like I said, I really like the Baltimore event just because I like Baltimore, and I will
Yeah.
probably go there as often as I'm able to.
Yes.
Obviously, sinful for obvious reasons.
Yes.
And then I will go to Booked in Chaos when I can. I might not get to go every year, and she might not invite me every year, but my people are booked in chaos, so
Yes.
I will go there.
That they are. Yes. And yeah, but before we figure out this giveaway, is there anything else you'd like the world to know?
Y'all need to behave and treat each other better. All of y'all.
Mm,
Y'all are a mess. Need to do better. That is all encompassing. You ask me what I want to tell the world, that's it. Be better.
yes. And one thing I've learned is we need to treat ourselves better too. And
That's
you know,
hard.
yeah, it's like I
Um,
didn't realize how badly I treated myself until Sam and Evie kind of brought it to my attention. And in fairness, they've had to do it more than once before it finally sunk in to my thick skull. And I didn't realize
It,
that I actually do, like self-deprecating humor, it's funny, but it's also it plants that seed in your head, and it's not right. It's not right for you.
we don't
Yes.
we don't do that around here. Desi keeps me in check. Uh, Bearded Half will keep me in check, but Desi is real fast to keep me in check.
That's good. Yes, we need those people.
Yeah, because your people see what you're doing to yourself way faster than you see what you're doing to your own self.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're always the last person to know.
Mhm. And
Yeah,
then your people have to be like brave enough and mean enough to
yeah.
tell you, hey, you're doing this silliness. Stop it.
Yep.
Because, yeah.
Very fair. Yes. So I'm gonna count all these entries here now. Let's see what we have here.
So, a hockey update. It is now tied 3-3, and the third is about to start.
Nice.
Uh, I don't know what's going to happen. I know what I would like to have happen, but then we'll play the same, like we'll play the Dashers again tomorrow.
Ha.
And
Home
I
and home.
don't know. Huh?
Home and home series.
Yeah, they're like they came here this weekend because these like he said these were makeup games. They were added
Oh,
onto the schedule, and
gotcha.
so they were just happened to be here, which is convenient, for our guys.
Yep.
Um, so I would love for our guys to be in the playoffs. I would love to see them in the playoffs. It would make me very happy.
Well, I hope it happens for you
Me
because
too.
I want to see you
Me
happy.
too. Me too.
Miss.
And I hope that they will put that other goalie in. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
My
Put that
word.
other goalie in. Yes. That's like the if you're a football fan, it's always the backup quarterback is the most popular person on the team because every time the starting quarterback screws up, you're like, put the other guy in.
Hmm. Yep. How it goes.
Yeah. I have one more question for you. Can you please pick
Okay.
pick a number from 1 to 27?
17.
Okay, 17. Jennifer Saviano, you are our lucky winner this evening.
Ah, excellent. Excellent. Gonna go ahead and send her some real weird stuff. Go ahead and traumatize Saviana. It'll be great.
Nice. Well, on that note, I want to thank you on behalf
Thank
of
you.
Sam and Evie. We all want to thank you, and I'm sure on behalf of everybody down in the comments as well. You're amazing, and we love you, and thank you for coming on the show. And
I
just
love
a
you back, and thanks for having me. We did great. We
yes, we
did
did.
so good.
Yes, yes. And just for everybody else, just a brief little closing reminder. Next week we have Reese Sharon with us. This episode will be on YouTube. If not tonight, then tomorrow morning. We haven't started booking into 2026 yet, but if you are interested, we have an interest form in our link tree, the interview interest form. You can find it. It's the link tree / Friday Night Rights, one word. And last but not least, the anthology See Me As I Am pre orders will go live on April 15th. 18 wonderful contributors, including myself, uh, Ashley, Scheller gave us some wonderful artwork to go with it. It deals with invisible illnesses and physical ailments that are unseen and overlooked. Um, if you've ever been told you don't look sick, well, we are, and we hide it. And sometimes some people hide it more than others. And its proceeds will benefit NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And all these stories are they really tug at your heartstrings. And I think it's going to be a wonderful thing, and we can't wait to share them with everybody. So that's my little pitch for this evening. So everyone, so third period's about to begin. So go Bobcats, and I know I will see you sooner than you think. So thank you
Yes.
everybody, and I'll see you around. Miss Avon, good night.
Good night.